Resident Evil 4 HD. We're on chapter 2-1. Definitely very happy that they put this game on the Xbox. It just gives people the chance to play this game if they didn't have a PS2 or a PS3 or whatever the situation is. I know this game was out on the Nintendo Cube before it was ever available for the PS2, and the game was out a long time before I even played it on the PS2. And then eventually, I was bored. I did it again on my PS3. So it just goes to show you how cool this game is. You get the ability to play with your weapons after you complete the game. I mean, I wish you could have played it on normal and kept your upgraded weapons to play professional, but they kind of jack you, so you have to start from fresh when you do professional.
Leon, it's been 6 hours since our last transmission. I was starting to get worried.
Don't you mean lonely? Anyway, I started to feel dizzy, and then I guess I must have lost consciousness.
Lost consciousness? Maybe that has some connection to what the village chief was talking about.
Can't say. I'm all right now. I'm gonna continue my mission.
Okay, on professional, you take a lot more damage than you did on normal, and the enemies are a little bit harder to put down. Besides that, it's same thing. The only difference, you're playing it on professional, and obviously just what I said, you go down a little faster. But as far as like doing all your upgrades for your weapons, it all goes the same. I mean, I've never messed with the mine thrower, and I could see how that would be like a good weapon to have. But it's like Fallout. You just have a certain amount of weapons, and it's like at some point you just got to decide, all right, if I get rid of the mine thrower, am I going to give up my shotgun or my sniper rifle? And there's just very little bit of room. And if you know the game, you'll know, like, all right, a couple levels, I'm going to need at least 3 flashbangs. So, prior to that, I'm not going to use them. And that actually comes up here in a little bit when you have the fight at the Roadhouse. I'll be like, all right, I know after that I'm going to fight a giant, so I want to at least have 2 to 3 flashbangs. So if I got 5 or 6, I'll use as many as I can up to that point. And then later, when you fight the big village chief dude that turns into a spider thing or whatever, it helps to have 3 incendiary rounds for that beginning part of that battle. So, just things like that. But obviously, if you never played the game, you would never know that, all right, I'll need to save some of those. And so that's where, like, if you did it on normal, you'd be like, all right, yeah, I remember this, so I better do this for hard. Like when we do get to the Roadhouse, I'll know like afterwards when I fight that giant that having rounds from my submachine gun, my TMP. So I'll be like, all right, during this fight, I could use up like all my shotgun and pistol, but I want to try to save some of my submachine gun ammo for that giant because it's a lot easier to, damage him to the point where that thing pops out of his back. But anyway, after you fight the big sea creature in that house, this little area here, if you have to look on your map, I remember the first time I played this, I totally missed this area. I was like, man, and once you progress on, you can't get back to it, so that little gem will go onto the elegant mask, which makes that more valuable. And obviously there's a merchant down there, so if you need to sell or buy something, it's a good time to do it. And I'm assuming it would only make sense that you need to have the flamethrower purchased. Flamethrower, excuse me, the mine thrower. Because I've never, in all the times played this game, ever come across any of the ammunition for it. So, I mean, like, I don't have the sniper rifle, but I'll still get the sniper rounds. So you can see I got 20 rounds for it already, even though I don't have the sniper rifle yet. So you see how that case is full. I mean, how could I fit, the mine thrower in there if I didn't get rid of something else?
What are you buying?
But maybe it's so awesome that, I could live without the shotgun, but I just don't see, I couldn't live without my shotgun. I might be able to give up the TMP, but even later when you get halfway through the castle and you get the extra large case, it's just, pistol, shotgun, TMP, a shoulder mount for the TMP, sniper rifle, ammunition. There's not a lot of room left. But anyway, we got across the lake, we got our treasure, and now we're ready to move on. We're going to save the game. Go ahead and break the video here, and we'll see you on the next one. AA Gamer for Life.